Welcome to today's lesson on relative atomic mass. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to use atomic mass to calculate the mass of a compound. This lesson is for Year 10 and Year 11 students and is found on Chemistry Paper 1 for both GCSE Chemistry and Combined Science. What you can see on the video at the moment is the symbol for lithium, Li. And when teaching this topic in Year 7, 8 or 9, the question I never get asked is, what do the two numbers mean? What does the 7 and the 3 mean? Well, the 7 is the atomic mass of that element. That tells us how heavy that element is. And the 3 is the atomic number. Now, we're not going to talk about atomic number today. I'd like us to forget about that. We'll come back to that in another lesson. What this means is the mass of one atom of lithium is 7. And because this is a relative atomic mass, we don't need to use any units. If we take another element, so for instance nitrogen, you can see that its atomic mass is 14. So the mass of one atom of nitrogen is 14. And what this means in practice is the mass of nitrogen is actually twice as heavy as lithium. So let's have a look at the question as it would appear on the GCSE exam. The question says, calculate the relative formula mass of H2O. And underneath that, it would always tell you the atomic masses of the elements involved. So on this occasion, H equals 1, O equals 16. My advice would be to write the name of the compound down again, like so. And I would then use arrows to not lose track of my working out. So I would go H equals 1, tells me that in the question. But the little 2 after the H tells me that there are 2 H's in this compound. So actually it would be 1 times 2, so the answer would be 2. And for O, there is no number after the O, so that means there is only one atom involved. So O equals 16. I've underlined both numbers and that allows me to keep track of what I'm going to add up at the end. So I've got 2 and 16, so therefore the relative formula mass of H2O is equal to 18. So can you apply that method? There's another question for you to do now. It says calculate the relative formula mass of H2SO4. The answer to the question is either 98 or 194. I'd like you to pause the video in a second and try to work it out on paper. When you think you've got the answer, if you press play again, we can then check the working out. The answer is 98, and let me show you how we get to that answer. H is 1, but there are 2 of them, so H is equal to 2 overall. There is no number after S, so therefore that means we've just got one S atom, so S is equal to 32. The 4 after oxygen means that it's going to be 16 times 4, which gives us an answer of 64. And if we add together all those 3 numbers, the answer comes to 98. So well done. If you got that right, you're now ready to tackle the 3 questions on screen. Pause the video again and we'll come back and check our work in a second. If MgOH2 caused you any concern, it's probably because of the bracket. So I'm going to show you how to work that one out now. Mg is 24, but then what you do is you take the bracket in isolation. So inside the bracket we've got O is 16 and H is 1. So if we add those together we get 17. We've still got the little 2 outside the bracket to deal with. So that's not 17 squared, but 17 times 2. So the answer is 34. And if we add those 2 numbers together, we get the answer of 58. If you require any further help on this topic, then please visit BBC Bitesize or Free Science Lessons. And please visit the Instagram page of Buile Hill Science and Buile Hill Academy for further questions during the day.